MJ. Hey, honey bear. Hey, Shori.
In half a mile, turn right onto US 331 South. Turn right onto US 331 South.
Hey, Stuart.
Continue on US 331 South for 4 miles.
Yeah, right? Well, it's a beautiful 65 degrees. p.m., but the sun already has that low winter angle. Hey, Charles. Yes, it was. Yep. Yeah, I made it about 2 hours longer than I needed to. Driving back to Selma was the toughest thing I think I've ever done. Hey, Cotton. Thank you. No, it was definitely worth it. I mean, I would do it again. Just I would bring my bag with me next time. Although that wasn't a cheap hotel. My God. Selma, Alabama. For some reason, hotel was like $150 or $160. I mean, I stay at Hampton Inns typically. And, Selma. Well, thank you, Charles. Yeah, during the day was quite frustrating, but then things really turned on at night. I didn't sleep great the night before. I was so excited I didn't sleep great, and then when the day...
In half a mile, turn left onto Alabama 94 East.
When the day was challenging, really drained me. But I love chasing at night. I like the challenge. I like
Turn left onto Alabama 94 East.
I like the spookiness of it. You know, scary, spooky. I love lightning. Trying to
continue on Alabama 94 East for 5 miles.
Trying to see if you can see the tornado and the lightning and all that. Definitely one of my favorite things. Call me crazy, but I like the challenge. Yeah, exactly, right? I almost need to focus my day more on trying to improve the night stuff, maybe. You know, just talking about it, I'm realizing how much I do enjoy night, lightning, just the whole deal. Yeah, typically, it's rare. Typically, your LLJ starts to increase towards sundown, and you can get a ramp of action, like last night. Yeah, it's stuff to think about. Hey, Kazaki. Yeah, I've got a lot of thinking I want to do over the winter break with regards to what to roll out for the beginning of next year. Yeah, we'll see what the winter brings, you know? I mean, obviously, if there's weather, I'll chase it. I don't know if I'm a snow guy. I kind of had enough snow as a kid. Not sure, I don't know, maybe if I do one and I'll see if I like it. You know, I was trying to picture myself like what Reed was doing. It's like how much of would I have enjoyed that, or the other guys, you know, driving around and stuff. Definitely was a crazy amount of snow. This is pretty. Pretty country here. Where the heck am I going? Hold on, I need to look at a map. Oh, here, Alabama.
Turn right to stay on Alabama 94 East.
Turn right. Okay, here we are. Yeah, exactly. You know, the Rex.
Continue on Alabama 94 East for 14 miles.
I don't know. I feel weird about the you know, they tell you to stay off the roads and whatever, but I don't know. Everyone's sort of saying that no one listens to that anyway. I don't know. Driving around and being a tow truck all day. That's a pretty house. My thing. 64 degrees. 3:15 in the afternoon. I didn't get back to my hotel until, I don't know, 5 or something. 5:30. I was dead tired. Dead tired. Kept falling asleep on the drive. So one thing about the new cars that's good is you got the lane warning. When I get really tired, that's helpful. It's pretty. Really pretty. Yeah, it's not on the YouTube, it's just on. Greg, what the heck happened, bud? Total MIA. Everyone's like, big talker, where'd he go? Oh, YouTube keeps stopping? Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems to me it's just all cell network related, but I just keep pressing the button when it loses connection. That's... Oh, your app keeps closing. Oh, okay. Huh. Maybe you need to update it. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it's one thing I want to research is cell phone boosters. I don't know, it seems like half or most of the stuff is kind of junky. But I would maybe... See, the thing is, I fly and I use rental cars. So if somehow there was like a portable antenna, I don't know what's more important, or both, the antenna or the power booster. But I'd be interested in maybe a portable power booster, signal booster. There's one company that kind of dominates the market, but it seems like a lot of times people aren't happy with the equipment. Wow, it is really pretty out. Starlink. I was reading about Starlink, and apparently the coverage is still very spotty. I was looking at reviews, and there's another company that's recommended over Starlink for rural mobile internet. I guess Starlink still needs some time to increase coverage area or something. I took a screenshot, but there was some company that... I don't know how I could use that. I guess I would have to have some sort of... I'd have to have some sort of thing where if AT&T dropped, it uses the backup or something. I don't know. I just don't feel myself as being a Subaru guy. Yes, I did, Constance. During the day, was pretty difficult.
In half a mile, turn right onto US 231 South.
And then I stopped in Selma, Alabama, got a hotel, was hanging out in my hotel room, was nearly asleep a couple times. And I saw this storm coming at Selma, tornado warned.
Turn right onto US 231 South.
It wasn't looking tremendous. And it improved enough near Selma. I was like, oh, okay, I'll go hop in the car and take a peek.
Continue on US 231 South for 23 miles.
And I started following the storm. And then it really starts to get its act together. So I stayed with it. This is about 1:30 in the morning, 2 in the morning. So I was out late chasing that storm. And that went well. That was a good chase. Today, Selma to Jacksonville is about 7 hours. Of course, I was almost made it to Auburn last night. So, but I already bought the hotel room and I'm cheap. I don't know. Also, I left my bag in the hotel. But even if I had my bag, I don't know. I guess I would have maybe swallowed it and ate the room and got a new hotel maybe by Auburn. Hey, give me a sec, folks. I just need to... Hey, Whizzle. Hey, I just need to send a text. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, Constance. Yeah, I mean, I mean, there wasn't much out there. It was scraps. A lot of scraps. But I had... The night chase is fun. The more I do this, I mean, I'm still fairly new at this. I really love night chasing. The challenge of it. The lightning, the fear, darkness and all that. I'm into night chasing. Hey, give me a sec. I just need to send a text here. I'll be right back. There we go. So, yeah, so last night really helped. Make it a worthwhile chase. Still dominating. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm dominating the chill today. Alabama countryside. So, hot dogs. I gotta tell you my story. I finally found some flippin' hot dogs. I went to Flying J. And, finally got a hot dog. I swear, hot dogs don't exist in Mississippi. Yeah, that debris ball. retweeted a damage video. I was gonna do my own drone, and then I saw there was a good video of it. I'm like, snooze, you lose. So, yeah, there's a decent amount of damage. Yeah, well, honestly, it wasn't the hours. It's just I was amped up the night before. I was too amped up, which happens. So that next day, I mean, if I got into tornadoes during the day, I would have been fine, you know. Then the adrenaline kicks in. But yesterday was a drag. So last night definitely helped the adrenaline quota. Now, where are you, MJ? I'm trying to remember. My brain isn't working. Visual memory, and I don't have context clues to remember. Yeah, Montgomery got it pretty good. Yes. Yep, headed home. Well, Wetumpka is kind of like a northern suburb, whatever, kind of Montgomery. So I think it was the same one. Yeah, Utah. Aren't you kind of, where, I can't remember. You're in the middle of nowhere, aren't you, Kazaki? I can't remember where in Utah you. Wow. MJ, where are you? I can't remember. Upstate New York, okay. I chased a tornado near Lake Champlain, Vermont, New York border, north of the lake. Couple summers ago. Real cool wall cloud up there, bad looking wall cloud. I'm from New Hampshire. Okay. I don't know those areas. I don't really know upstate New York very well. I mean, I know kind of Buffalo, Rochester. I know where things are located, but I haven't been up there at all. Okay, Albany. Okay. So is Albany upstate? Is that considered upstate? Yes, Evan. Hey, how are you? Heading back to Florida. Mid-state. People are saying YouTube is messed up. I guess the app update or something. Sorry, Kim. Next time I'll text you. Pretty drive. Very pretty. I haven't been driving so much yet. Still early days. Slept in from last night. Got back to the hotel at, I don't know, 5 or 5:30, and I was like, can I get a 1 p.m. checkout? I said, I'm a honors member. She's like, okay. So then at 11, knock, 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 cleaning lady. I was like, arr. Called down to the front desk. I'm like, yeah, I requested 1 p.m. Oh, okay, all right. So I got another hour of sleep after that. How do I decide which storms here? I got a bunch here. How's the drive? Sky looks better. So how do I decide what storms to chase? Do you mean like what week and what day? Or do you mean when I'm chasing that day, which storm to go after during the day? Lots of traffic. Just in general. Okay. So, the National Weather Service has a thing called the Storm Prediction Center, SPC. And the SPC gives updates up to 8 days out. And within about 2 or 3 days, they'll start to focus more on tornadoes. So, if it's a real big storm, you can have up to a week of knowing, okay, looks like it's going to be severe, but then what kind of severe and where's it going to be? And so about 3 days out, they'll have a pretty good idea of what's going on. The target will move around, but you know, if it looks like there's a good chance of tornadoes, they'll have a pretty good idea. So the way I chase is I don't have a chase vehicle. Kind of 2 reasons. I mean, one, I'm all the way in Florida, so I'm not centrally located. And I'm just not into all that driving. So depending on, you know, like May, I'll just keep chasing, you know, because May, typically you'll have storm after storm, spring storms. So May, I chased like 9 days, and then there was a break, and I chased 12 days. You'll have one storm will come through, you'll chase that for a day or two, then you'll have a down day or two, and then next storm. You'll chase that for a day or two, sometimes 3, depending on the storm and what's going on. So in May, my 9-day trip, I don't know, I'm messing up my numbers, but my 9-day trip, I think I drove like, I don't know, 7,000 miles or something. And my 12-day trip, you know, I don't know, drove like 9,000 miles, something crazy. So having a dedicated chase vehicle, it's expensive. I find it's more efficient to fly and rent. I rent a car. I know the car is going to work. I know it's in good condition. I don't have to do any repairs. I'm not responsible for, you know, whatever. And yeah, so like with this deal, I rented the car in Jacksonville and drove both directions because it was fairly close. It was on the border of flying. I mean, I looked at flying into Jackson, Mississippi, and then maybe driving home. Storms go from west to east, so you got to start far west and then follow the storms east. So a lot of times I'll fly, get the rental, and then follow the storm, and then drive the rental back to Jacksonville. During COVID, that was pretty expensive. Rentals are really expensive. So now that things are chilling out, rentals are getting cheaper again. Now the rentals are getting cheaper again. There's not as much sticker shock when I go on a trip. Flights are expensive still with gas, although gas is coming down, but flights are still fairly pricey. Rentals were crazy. I mean, for a while there, you couldn't get a rental for less than $100 a day. Just insane numbers. And you couldn't, they didn't have enough cars, so you couldn't do a one-way rental. Thanks, Sam. Wow. Got a good storm. What did I do during Hurricane Ian? Check out my YouTube. Well, actually, yeah, YouTube and Twitter. I was hanging out with Reed. We were at my mom's house, which got creamed pretty good. And we've got some really great footage of the hurricane. I want to make sure I'm on the right road. Let me check my maps here. This thing is quiet, which makes me nervous. There we go. Do I think the event was a disappointment? Okay, thanks, Whizzle. Hold on, I gotta sneeze, I think. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Constance. Yeah, they're dealing with all the water right now and ripping everything out and all that, but with insurance and all, hopefully not too bad. Okay, so the event. exactly. It was on my mom's front lawn. Yeah, I mean, from a chasing standpoint, yesterday was pretty lame. I mean, from a chasing standpoint. Obviously, from a public safety standpoint, it's great for people. But yeah, from a chasing standpoint, it was pretty lame. For whatever reason, it just needed the LLJ to kick in. And it seemed like things really got going. Right at dark. You know, you see a lot of the videos were like right close to dark. 5:30, 6. But even then, there was still a lull. It was just strange. So, yeah, I mean, from a chasing standpoint, it wasn't like Texas was. The Texas outbreak, the beginning of the month. But last night was fun. So I'm glad I had fun last night. Yeah, for the house, it's a newer house. It's a 3-story house, but the first story is just the garage. So it's not a living space. It's a stilt house. But they still had some stuff on the first floor. So, you know, the first floor stuff will be a loss, which sucks. The rest of it, the living area, the second and third floor, insurance will cover, you know, hopefully pretty much all except a hurricane deductible. So, and then insurance doesn't necessarily take care of the yard, the landscaping, whatever. So, it sucks. Reed last night. Yeah, he said he was really tired. He and I were texting the night before. We were both fired up. He was fired up. I was fired up. We were texting at like 2:30 in the morning, keeping each other up because we were both fired up. He had a busy couple days before that. Okay. Oh, that's too bad about the fatalities. Yeah, Dom 4, it'll be on the road again. Hopefully sooner than Dom 1 and 2. But he really likes it.
In half a mile, continue straight to stay on US 231 South.
I was gonna do some drone video of the damage, but
continue straight to stay on US 231 South.
I didn't know there were fatalities. I don't like
Continue on US 231 south for 42 miles.
I have issues flying a drone over where people died. What did the thing say? Am I going straight? Yeah, we got a little accident here. Just stay with me, you'll see shit every day. New shit, different day. Heading through Troy. Yeah, I guess this is Troy. I honestly have not been paying attention. Yeah, drone. If there's no deaths, I think it's important to see, or I wouldn't want to fly over the areas where there are deaths. But damage, I'm okay with damage just because I think it's important to see so that people take tornadoes seriously. Yeah, with the deaths, I mean, obviously, like Mayfield. Yeah, sure, I got you there. Mayfield, I don't know if you can figure out a way from staying away from the areas where there are deaths. What the drone does allow, is to get more of you get more of an idea of the totality. The scope and it's just like when you're trying to see a tornado and the drone gets you up. Same thing with the damage. I mean, you see the damage on the ground, but then when you get up, it's like, wow, the bird's eye view. Does really change perspective. Like, I have no clue how you messaged me, but I don't see anything from you. Do I like chasing NATOs in Alabama? Yeah. You know, it's challenging. Depends where you are. But, yeah. Do I chase as an independent contractor? Yeah, so sometimes, I mean, I'm still fairly new at this, so I'm building up experience and contacts, whatever. But I'll check, Greg. Hey, AJ. Yeah, so independent contractor. So, Hurricane Ian, I did some work for the Weather Channel. And that's where I'd like to be able to grow into, is to, hey, Miss Vicky, thanks, sweetie. You know, I'd like to be able to grow into doing the independent stuff. You know, you learn as you go. You know, I learn. You know, I'm still learning what my style is. You know, as a chaser, how do I want to chase, and then how do I want to interact on streams? What sort of product do I want to put out? You know, you see what other chasers do, and so, you know, as things evolve, you know, I've seen things evolve this year, a couple different ways, and I want to improve the product I put out, and also stay current with streaming in general. Your hot sister will send us a picture, buddy. See you, Kazaki. Yeah, I've talked with Brett. I've met Brett. I've talked with Brett. One thing about storm chasing is nobody will tell you everything. And a lot of times what people tell you, you know, everyone's a businessman to a point. Yeah, I've met Ryan. I used to stream for Ryan. Not my favorite guy. You know, because storm chasing, tornado chasing, why is the camera shaking? That's weird. The car is not shaking, but the camera is shaking. What is going? Is that YouTube? So this jitter, is this a YouTube issue? I almost feel like it's a YouTube issue. I thought it was a phone issue. Well, I mean, plain and simply, all the guy cares about is how many views he gets on the videos, and I don't think he's genuine. And he's also giving people the raw deal. That's pretty. Pretty countryside. Alright, I'm gonna hold this as still as I can. I mean, this car is smooth. I mean, I've got a lot of examples that are just terrible. I mean, things that I've heard that are just, you know, the way he treated guys. And there was some talk about it on Twitter, and there's a lot more than that. Just broken promises. It's a one-way street. He only cares about himself. He's doing extremely well. You know, the donating is nice, but to me, the donation is just marketing gimmick. Things were very nice last spring. Had good chasers. He would introduce the chasers. He would promote the chasers. So it was a common good. And then it just became all about him. Yeah, it's not the gimbal. The mount is steady. Anyway, all right, so we're in agreement. Okay, honey bear. I don't know if it's this mount. Oh, the gimbal inside the phone itself. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. I bought a okay, so right now, I mean, how is this? Is there much jitter? Or does this seem pretty smooth right now? You know, is it acceptable? Okay. Sometimes I try to like do this so there's like less road. What's better? Is this better? Or is like that better when I'm chasing? Get more sky. Yeah. Well, right now I just went over those rumble strips. It's weird how it looks like those lights are blinking, because they're not. It's better when I'm live. All right, Greg, seriously, MIA yesterday. What's the story? I cannot. This is a 12. Yeah. More sky. Okay. I mean, obviously I'm not going to do that, but here, there you go. The sky shot. Greg, you're silent, sir. If you don't want to talk about it, you can just say you don't want to talk about it. Okay, that's what I figured. Did you start partying for breakfast? Liquid breakfast buffet. Camera's frame rate. Yeah, the LED. Blah, blah, blah. So here's a question, Evan. You're a smart kid. When I stream, can I adjust the camera's frame rate and resolution? Like when I change the video settings on my camera for my iPhone, does that change my streaming settings? So like right now, am I using, like if I chose to stream at, 30 720 and 30, would this be 720 and 30? Or if I change my video to 4K and 60, would this do it at 4K and 60? See, like right now, see how it's moving? I mean, that's pretty wobbly right there. 60 is a hell of a load on a low signal. Somebody answer my question though. Do you know what my question is? So if my iPhone video on the phone, I'm talking the actual phone settings itself, if I have it on 4K 60, when I go live on YouTube, is that what it's going to try to push? I need an apprentice chaser for spring. Lyle, I need your wife? Jen, you're welcome to come with me. I'm kidding. That's a joke. I know. I'm being silly. Let me double check. I'm going to double check what my camera settings are. Alright, I'm back. It's at 720 and 30 already. Whoa, Evan, where are you going here? Anti-aliasing. Oh, you're losing me. YouTube is inherently 1080p. Turning your phone to 720 would cause YouTube to have to expand your video, which means more anti-aliasing. So you're saying I shouldn't put it on 720, I should put it on 1080? Yeah, the wobble is idle shake, which is correct. It would allow you to stream more consistently. You would keep it on 720. Okay. Well, I just switched it to 1080. Just curious. Evan, what does OBS do? Tell me about OBS. Greg, I'll grab you sometime. I'm in Missouri. Okay, so my live is now lagging slightly. Is anyone else noticing that? I wonder if I switch back to 720. Ohio. Where are you in Ohio, Kim? See, that's one thing I've actually thought about doing is one thing I've thought about doing is chasing with followers. You know, it could be like I don't know, like if I did a members thing, and the members, and you pay a monthly thing and da 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 da. I'm thinking about doing the member thing, but then also one option as a member would be, to pay for a chase day. I'm not talking about that right now, but as a revenue stream, obviously liability and all that, but I don't know, like chasing with followers. Right, the liability. Obviously, I'd have to have some sort of agreement which waives all responsibility. Yeah, I would. So then I guess I'd have to have the insurance and all that. I guess. I don't know. I thought about that. But Evan, go back to what OBS. Evan, tell me about OBS. And also, since I switched to 1080 on the camera setting, do you think there's any change? Like buffering or whatever? Oh, I missed your comment. Alright, hold on. Yeah. Greg, it'll cost you an arm and a leg. Scroll up. OBS is useful. You can link webcams instead of your phone and still use your phone and add overlays. So OBS is a software program on a laptop, and the webcam's linked to a laptop, so I'd have to have a laptop in my car with a network connection. No way on ride-alongs, AJ, huh? So, Constance, you don't think it looks as clear? All right, let me go back to 720. Hold on. All right, I'm on, now I'm back to 720. Hey, Dwight. We're shooting the shit. Okay, so I'd have to have a laptop with a mobile hotspot. But isn't a mobile hotspot then defeating the purpose because it's a low data rate? what's IRL, in real life? Alright. So it looks better and it's buffering. How funny. Clear, but now buffering. And that could just be network. Difficult to explain over text. Okay. Well, Evan, I'd be interested maybe talking with you about like I want to up my game. Yeah. Oh shit, I need gas. 24 miles. Here we go. Get some gas. Circle K.
Head southwest. In 600 feet, turn right towards State Highway 605 north.
Alright.
Head southeast, then turn left.
No. I'm going to leave the stream up. I'm going to shut her off for a bit. Hold on. Alright, I'm going to pump some gas. It's cooling off. Alright, Evan, I'll get a hold of you. Yeah, I'm pretty good. If you're a good teacher, I can take the learning. Okay. Shutting the car off, leaving the phone on, getting some gas. Hold on, I'll be back. Sorry about that. It disconnected. Hold on, I gotta turn maps back on. All right. Sundown. Supposedly it's 69 right now. I think that's wrong. Supposedly it's 69 right now. I think that's wrong. I think it's the heat of the car. It was 64 up by Montgomery earlier.
Head southwest.
Am I not supposed to exit here? Oh, I'm gonna sneak out.
Head southeast on US 231 south toward State Highway 605 north.
All right, I got the Circle K chuck wagon here.
Continue on US 231 south for 5 miles.
Well, Evan, I'll get a hold of you about OBS and all that stuff. So Brandon has Starlink. You think he's running Sterling? Oh, that was Starlink. Starlink Mobile. Sounds like a good story. From what I'm reading, Starlink isn't the best mobile network yet. There was another one I was reading about that was recommended. Above Starlink. Not HughesNet, but another one like it. Oh, wow. My sandwich sat under the heater too long and all the cheese melted out the sides and onto the wrapper. Well, the problem is I don't have a chase vehicle. So I probably wouldn't be carrying Starlink equipment everywhere. That would be the only thing that would maybe motivate me to have a chase vehicle. Yeah, country squire. I don't know what live view is. Pretty sunset. Pretty view. Coming down the hill into town. Live view is like a cell phone booster, but it's not a booster. You can keep describing. It's my chat, so. Dodge Magnum. As soon as I saw that thing come out, I'm like, that's a loser. But why is Live View expensive compared to Starlink? Or why does it get pricey? But it doesn't solve the issue. Putting you to work, Evan. Come on my stream, you better be prepared.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Westgate Parkway.
Turn right. Little did you know you were going to be put on the Budweiser hot seat. Alabama bear. I'll get detailed details later. I just need some basic stuff because I'm curious. And for the rest of the people. Gotta get over to the right.
Turn right onto Westgate Parkway.
Okay. Right here? Why am I going here. Alright, taking a right.
Continue on Westgate Parkway for 1.5 miles.
This seems a little suspect. Live View is $300 a month plus the device. Oh, okay. Does Live View utilize other networks? Or it's just a booster? I'm just curious how it works. There are a few things in this world better than semi-burnt cheese. Like the edges of macaroni and cheese. Oh, traffic here. So the problem with most Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia is the roads. You got to go through a lot of towns. Okay. That was tasty. Yeah, because I'm definitely sick of the bad signal BS.
In 1/4 mile, continue straight.
Move over. Move it. Move it.
Continue straight.
Everybody got quiet.
In 1/4 mile, turn left.
They're pretty out.
Turn left. In 600 feet, turn right.
Of course. Krispy Kreme, dang. Yeah, for whatever reason, it got stuck. Oh, excuse me. Oof. Soda. Terry, that's funny. Yeah, AJ, it's nice. Oh, the hot sign was on for Krispy Kreme? Oh, I missed it. Yeah, no coffee for me. I'd be up for a week. Greg, you'll appreciate this topic. Oh, traffic's blocked in the other direction, I think. Bologna as a bologna as an underappreciated lunch meat. I mean, why are kids the only ones eating bologna? Burnt cheese and bologna, that's what I got. Yeah, fried bologna. You know what I like is along the same lines is Hebrew National salami sliced, and then I put it in a microwave with paper towel. Get the salami hot, put it on the bread. Just salami, hot salami, mustard, bread, done. It's perfection. Bologna with Doritos. So depending on your definition of fried, I'm not necessarily introducing new oil, I'm just releasing the existing oils. Yeah, just heat it up in the pan, per se.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto US 231 South, South Oates Street.
Get me out of here. Where am I, Dothan?
Turn right onto US 231 South, South Oates Street.
Whoop. I gotta pay attention to these directions.
Continue on US 231 South for 25 miles.
Alright, get me out of town here. This is too busy for me. AJ, I can't remember what part of the world you're from. A ring of red and a loaf of bread. Yeah, isn't that, what is that, like a Kentucky thing? Like, it's like a ring of salami or bologna or something. I just learned of that. Did you tell me about that? This is one of those things I just learned about it, and now I'm hearing about it again. I don't know why I just saw that somewhere. Alright, it's green. Let's go. How are the semis faster than cars? Come on, people. Tallahassee, Northeast Alabama. Okay. I have not really been in Northeast Alabama. I've been to Talladega, but I haven't been to like Tuscaloosa or is that the one? Is Tuscaloosa the northernmost town, city? Seriously, how is a semi faster? Come on, people. You really got nowhere to go, huh? Just checking Facebook the whole ride home. Bread and a loaf of bread. That's funny. I like that. Alright, let's make some tracks. Sure, you think so? Do you think that's accurate? They don't scan after a certain time frame? There's so much I need to learn. Ooh, that's pretty. Of course, they put a big hill there. Get that hill out of the way. Shiori, how do you know that? I'm just curious. Hey, Ahmed. Oh, okay. Cool. Let's go. Who's faster? Come on, Christy. Oh, the range. Come on, folks. I want to do 70. Good God, somebody get out of the way. Alright, seriously. Come on, Christy, get your butt out of the way. Pretty sunset. Ah! Sorry about that, folks. Hopefully you survive the drop. It's pretty. Apparently there were two near just north of Montgomery, the storm that I was trying to chase in the middle of the night. Yeah, they're doing surveys today. Probably maybe tomorrow as well. Yeah, they have teams that go out. They document everything, the length, the width of the path. Pretty detailed. Pictures of different types of damage. Okay, I'm just south of Jacksonville, Ponte Vedra, and St. John's. As another day closes, life on Earth. Oh yeah. It's only 5:20 local time. Well, actually, I might be Eastern time zone now. 6:20. Yeah, I should get to the Jacksonville airport somewhere around 10, and drop off this rental and get my vehicle. And I guess I'll roll into my crib about 10:45. Oh yeah, I don't mind hotels. Actually, it's kind of fun. Nice clean bed. But biggest drag is when you get a bad hotel. But last night was decent. Overpriced, but decent.
In half a mile, turn left onto Florida 73 South. Turn left onto Florida 73 South. Continue on Florida 73 South for 7 miles. Continue on Florida 73 South for 7 miles.
Yeah. I have it down to get close. I'd like to do that sometime. But, yeah, no, I've seen deer. There's deer. He's out early. Yeah, launches are cool. I always forget them. I should probably set up some sort of system. Problem is, you can't bank on them. So if you go to see one and then it's canceled, then that would be, they'd really love you for that. 61 degrees just north of Mariana, Florida, in the Panhandle. Yeah. Where were you, Lyle? I swear, I gotta program all this in my head. Okay, that's what I thought. I had a feeling you were Michigan. We've seen one deer. Oh, okay. Stone's Throw from Notre Dame. Interesting. It's like a little fog, a little low-level haze. Got quiet. I'm digesting my dinner there. Evan, you there? Holy crap. Wow. The Edmund Fitzgerald song gives me the creeps. When I was a kid, I lived outside of Chicago, and I think we went on a sailboat out of Waukegan a couple times. Kitchigumi. The Anderson.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Florida 276 West Penn Avenue.
What's the Anderson? You lost me on that one. Oh, the Anderson was following her.
Turn right onto Florida 276 West Penn Avenue. Continue on Florida 276 West for 3 miles.
Pure sun never gives up. Yep. Yeah, last night the switch finally flipped. It was late. I was waiting for the switch to turn on. 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Crazy story. Crazy story. Crazy story. Crazy story. Let's see. Trying to see if I got a gas station here for the highway. This is... Huh. Crazy story. One time you did that one thing. I'll come up with one. I'm a little bit slow at the moment for some reason, digesting. No, they're still taking out the damage.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto the ramp.
Taking out the damaged wet stuff. Just trying to go piece by piece. You know, ceilings and walls and what.
Turn left onto the ramp.
What initially doesn't look wet, but there's evidence after the hurricane.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-10 East.
After the hurricane, things sat for a couple weeks because insurance companies overwhelmed, remediation companies are overwhelmed. There was no power on Pine Island, so
continue on I-10 East for 219 miles.
I'm sitting there in my mom's beautiful house with Reed. House is damaged. There's nothing you can do. Roof damage, water damage, flood damage. There's no power. There's no nothing. So you know the house is just not in good shape. insurance company tells you to use a certain remediation company, and remediation company says, well, we don't have generators. Call us when you got power. Alright, so St. James City on Pine Island, facing Sanibel in Captiva. It's right next to them. So you know you got a damaged wet house, but insurance company says, oh, you gotta wait. Call back a week later. No, they got power now. Call back a week later. Yeah, we got a different plan here, you know. We're just sitting here waiting. Oh, we'll call this remediation company. Okay, call them. They're not taking any more customers. They're overwhelmed. Yes. So I'm like, well, screw this. I'm like, your companies are busy. We got a house just sitting here. It's like, how about I go find somebody and you pay the bill? Insurance company's like, oh, okay, all right. Go find somebody. Yeah, that was Reed. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, that wasn't Reed. Storm Church Can. So the thing is, I'm on the island. You call any remediation company, you know, no one's answering the phone. You send a message, you send an email, you don't hear back from anybody. So I was driving around a little bit, and now when I say I'm driving around a little bit, you know, I had my old Tahoe chasing the hurricane in that. My windshield's all cracked from the hurricane. My back glass is smashed and missing. So I'm driving around the island in my jalopy, missing glass. And there's no gas on the island, so I'm trying not to use up my gas. My starter was acting up, so anytime I went anywhere, I just let the engine run. And so I see this like Surf Pro truck on the side of the road, and I stop. I'm like, you know, figure the guy's all busy doing his Surf Pro jobs or whatever. He'd tell me to go pound sand or something, and I'm like, hey, my mom's got a nice house. I need somebody. I'm like, what are you doing? Let's go. Come look at it. And he was Surf Pro from out of state. What Surf Pro does is they have a thing called their storm team. And anytime you get a big storm, Surf Pro will send people, resources, whatever, from the various locations in the South or wherever. So this guy's out of Louisiana, and I'm like, hey, I need you. And he came, looked at it, and also had a couple other guys I talked to. And big crazy thing about that is a couple people I talked to literally with, well, not looking at it a whole lot or whatever, but they're just like, you gotta gut it. I mean, down to the joists, down to the studs, you know, everywhere. Like, well, you know, the whole thing, like the whole thing's wet. You know, they got their little meters and whatever, and so my mom wasn't so keen on totally gutting the house. You know, she kind of wanted to go step by step, you know, look at it, show me, what do we have, you know. So this crew has been doing that. instead of just totally laying waste to the house. Because then when you want the insurance company to pay the bill, and well, remediation company is like, well, it was all bad, and insurance company's like, yeah, we're not so sure about that. And so at least going piece by piece, part by part, we've got all the documentation, all the photographs, all the video, whatever. That was the one thing about remediation that was scary, is like these companies will come in and say, yep, the whole thing's wet, it's got to come out, and they'll just literally send a huge crew of monkeys to just rip the crap out of the house down to the subfloor, whatever. And they're like, water's bad, and water anywhere, you're always gonna have a problem, it's always this, it's always that. But I mean, it's easy for exactly, they don't care. It's easy for anybody to come in and say, you gotta take it all out. And they got the little machine. Well, of course everything's wet. We haven't had air conditioning for 2 weeks. We're right on the water, it's 80 degrees. We've had the windows open so the house doesn't smell or whatever. So it's kind of like the roof scam. But so what I liked about the Surf Pro is that they were, the phrase was peel back the onion. You peel the onion layer by layer and see what you got documented along the way. So the hurricane was September 28th, and they are still, now they're down to the floors, and they're taking floors out. Cabinets are out, ceilings are out, walls are out. Now floors are coming out. But not the whole thing. The whole thing's not a wreck. But it's crazy. It's crazy how the water finds a way. Water finds a way to get in when you got 150 gusts, 180. That water will find a way. Ian was pretty insane. I mean, that's the strongest I've been through by far, and it lasted a long time. We were getting our socks blown off there for quite a while. Thanks, Wizzle. So I'm about about 3 hours and 15 minutes, so I'll get in about 10 Eastern to the airport. Let me check the tweet. I want to see what that thing looks like. Wizzle, are you Daniel? Dan the Man or something like that? So just so you know, the video you sent, that was from last year. I don't know if you caught that. But the picture, I don't know where you got the picture, but I saw the picture. So I don't know if there was a different video you were looking at or something. This is area that was hit by Hurricane Michael. You still see deforestation damage around. Weather going on. Yeah, getting a little foggy. 64 degrees. Good info. Hey, give me a sec, guys. I'm just gonna drop for a second. I'll be back. Give me a few minutes. There we go. That's weird. We're having issues. Yeah, same storm that just reformed a tornado. Why is this suddenly doing this? That's weird. It must have got some crap on it. Hey, gang. So I'm gonna cut the stream. I'm gonna make a call here. So instead of putting everybody on hold, oh, Montgomery, you have to. Yeah, so I'm gonna kill the stream probably for the rest of the trip. Kind of sleepy, so I need to call people, keep myself up. So anyway, so thanks for popping in. I am gonna blast. This thing is, what is, it's almost like the magnet's acting weird. So, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Everyone have a good evening, and I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure you're on the good list. Be nice, not naughty. All right, we'll catch you. Adios. I'll do some stuff soon. I always say that. All right, see you guys. Bye.